What's up everybody? I have yet another workout for you guys and I'm taking it another step further. Today is going to be a 1,000 rep challenge, and before you hit stop, hear me out, okay? Today's workout's actually going to be more than just a full body workout. It's also going to be a really awesome fitness marker. So I want everybody to do the best that they can to attempt this workout and get all the way through it, and then 6 weeks from now I would like you to redo the same workout, and it really gives you such a great sense of accomplishment and gives you something really tangible back for all the effort that you're putting in. It's really awesome to see those physical changes and maybe exercises that you weren't able to do in the past, even as little as a couple of weeks ago. So all of these exercises can be modified if by chance just you have a specific body sensitivity or injury that you have to work around. Just be creative and do a completely different exercise in place of that one. But most of these can be modified even for just a beginner level. There are some plyometric moves, but it's as simple as taking out the jump aspect of that particular move and you've made it your own. So I'm going to get started. We're going to go through these exercises, and here's the format. There's 10 different exercises. You're going to move through 25 reps of that particular exercise back to back all the way through, and then you're going to repeat it 3 more times. So you're doing this for 4 rounds, and it's broken up into 25 rep increments, and you're just going to do the best that you can. Please remember, form and efficiency supersedes speed and just getting through it to do it. So you want to maintain good form, and the next time you do it, you're going to maintain good form as well. And so it's a safer way to do it. So if you guys are ready, I'm going to go ahead and get started. The first exercise are arm swings, and I've done these before in a previous video. This is just a 7-pound kettlebell, but if you don't have a kettlebell, it's as simple as using just a hand weight, and I'll show you how to do that. But all you're doing in an arm swing, you want the legs a little bit further out than a normal squat, toes pointed slightly outward. Remember, the key is to push your butt back like you're shutting a door with your butt. Chest stays lifted the whole time. Do not drop your chest. Lift it. As you power up through the legs, that's what swings the weight, not your arms. It's not a front arm raise, it's a swing. And that power is generated from your legs and your lower body. Core really tight. If you want to make this more of an abdominal workout, specifically your TAs, do one arm at a time. So you're going to alternate right side for 25 reps. The next time you come around, you're going to do the other side, because whenever you're working just one side and your body has to strengthen itself to maintain that balanced line of movement, you're working your core specifically. So anything unilateral forces you to work your core more. So take that challenge if you'd like it. For those of you that don't have a kettlebell and need to use just a regular old hand weight, any size hand weight it will work. If you're a beginner, a 5-pound will be just fine. If you're somebody that's a little bit more advanced, grab a 10 or 15-pound kettlebell and just grab it by the hand. But if you have something a little bit lighter, like a 5-pound, you can just take it by the head of the dumbbell and do the same thing. Squeeze your butt every single time you go back. This is fantastic for the inner thighs and the glutes, but you have to focus on using those muscles as you do it. Elevated Sumo half burpees. This is kind of like a hybrid move that I came up with, kind of combining several different things, but you're going to once again use a chair, which is such an awesome piece of equipment because the majority of people have chairs in their home, so use it. There's many different things that you can do with it, but here's what you're going to do. Grab down the seat of the chair, hop your feet back, no push up, hop your feet up. You want your knees almost right by your hands, so your feet are a little bit spread apart, and then come up. So if you're advanced, this is what it looks like. Keeping speed up, core tight the whole time. If you need to take it down a notch, that's fine. Place your hands down, step it back to plank, step it up. Either jump squat, or if you're not able to do the plyometrics, just do a squat there. Step back, step up, squat. Next, you're going to be using the chair again. You're going to bring yourself down into plank position. You want to keep your shoulders right over the wrists and you're tapping your toes out to the side. Nice long legs. Hips remain squared off to the floor. This is fantastic for your abdominals. It also works the outer thighs, your quads. Your shoulders are working to hold your body weight up. Once again, it's a great total body. Next, we're moving on to more plyometrics. Once again, you don't have to make it plyometric. You can take the jump out, but they're isolated jump lunges. So you're gonna stay on one side and get a little lift off those feet. You're not jumping up high, you're keeping control with both legs and just getting a little lift off the toes. You have to use both legs and you have to drill that front heel into the floor. If you want to take the bounce out of it, it's just stationary lunges. Basic up and down. You can use the chair for balance if you need to. Don't put a bunch of weight into it. Same thing. Use that back leg. It's key. Switching to the other side, 25 more. Next, you have the toe taps, which we did in the last video. These are a quick one. You'll get through these pretty quick. It's just tapping the toe in the chair. So it's kind of like advanced high knees. 25, they go by quick. If you need to make it low impact, just lift the knee up. Really pull the core in so you're using your stomach muscles and abdominals to pull your knees up. Next up are Sumo sliders. I love these, again, for the butt and the inner thighs. So for females, these are great for trouble spots. You take the legs out really, really wide, toes pointed almost completely outward, just a little bit turned in, lower down, and you're gonna keep your hips on that same level. So it's like your hips are stacked on the table, and all you're gonna do is slide your hips back and forth. And the reason why you want such a wide stance is so that when you slide over to one side, that knee is right over the ankle, and slide over to the other side. It can go a little bit past the ankle, but not over the toes, and you're just squeezing your legs and glutes as tight as you can, controlling with the core, and it's just like your entire body from the hips up is staying in that same plane, same level. And then from there, you're going right into the next exercise. It's going to be kind of a superset. You're just going to do little pulses, stay low. So the next 25 reps are staying in that deep wide stance squat position and just little pulses, little pulses. Control, focus on what you're doing. So good for the lower body. The last two exercises, you get to take it down to the floor, so you get just a tiny bit of a breather before you start all of these exercises one more time. But this next one is Dolphin plank hip dips. So Dolphin plank, you're down on your elbows, core pulled in really, really tight. You want a little bit of distance in between your feet. You're going to see why here in just a second. Core pulled in tight, and you're going to roll to one side and kind of drop your hips. Keep it in a range of control the entire time. And then to the other side, other side. You're squeezing your core as tight as you possibly can. Control the entire time, side to side, pull in, pull in, pull in, pull in. If that is too difficult, you're going to bring yourself to your knees and simply draw the knees towards the elbows. You're still working some of the same muscles, but you don't have to have quite as strong of a back. You need somewhat of a strong core to perform this exercise correctly. So make sure that it's within your capability. But if it is so amazing for shrinking your waistline and working every single abdominal muscle throughout your core as well as your back. Next, and the abs will already be a little bit tired from the last exercise, so that makes this next one even doubly beneficial. You're going to bring yourself onto the hands. You can drop down to the knees if you need to, and you're going to do shoulder taps next. So all you're doing is alternating and tapping side to side. Pulling your core in as tight as you can, keep those hips down, and you want to keep your hips squared off to the floor. You'll notice a slight sway side to side, but you don't want to actually let your hips lift or open to the sides. You're maintaining that control through your core the whole time. Hey you guys, that's it. That is all the exercises. Please, if you have any kind of questions about any of this, or if you need modifications, ask me. I'm more than happy to help. Do not break out being some kind of rock star with something that you're not quite sure of, or not quite sure if you're to that level yet, and hurt yourself, because this is all about progress, not setbacks. And time yourself when you do it. 6 weeks from now, we're gonna all time this again, and you guys let me know. Go to my actual YouTube page and thumbs up if you guys would actually like me to do a real-time workout at that point, and we can all just kick our butts together and just push really hard together. So thumbs up if you guys want to see that. If not, like I said, ask questions. I love you guys so much. All of the feedback and messages are amazing and keep me going. I hope you guys have an awesome, blessed day tomorrow, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.